all we need. Nobody else but God. That's all we need. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything. You know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me. I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro. So you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro gave me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past, I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shy. I could ever be the hardest, big time. Like the wireless, real shine. Like the criminal, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Get it, where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shy. I could ever be the hardest, big time. Like the wireless, real shine. Like the criminal, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Get it, where they at?
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, hey. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light.
Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run with Walker. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it with Walker. And right to the 25-yard line. That is enough for the first down. So they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And a short pickup down inside the 10. Second and goal.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Shut up! Panther 60! Panther 60! Trap 60! Trap 60!
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Bears. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Zerline's kick. Up and good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll put a receiver in motion right. He'll look to throw. And is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Open man is the rookie from Arkansas. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
On 4th down, here's the rookie, the Aussie, 4th-round pick, Torrey Taylor, to punt for Chicago. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. Slot receiver headed right. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The offense staying out there for this 4th and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Ready up.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, here's a 2nd and 6.
19 Tiger. Let's go now.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He's going to have a Bears first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He runs the... Oh, the ball is out. The Seahawks scoop it up. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs. But he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
He's going to air this one out. That is hot! And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. They'll run with Gibbs. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Seattle. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Cowboy 80.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Williams going up top. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the 3rd. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They send him right out of the slot. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Here's a designed run. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read, and that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Once again, it's Gibbs. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Seattle.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Slot man in motion right. Back to the air again on second and 10. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be third down. Quick throw here is complete. He is in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. On first and 10, it's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Throwing is Williams. And he's going to be taken down. They get him for the sack at the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Hiking 18. No. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Here's Williams now to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 79 Bronco. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Now he'll air one out. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Let's go now. Go.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Down the field, he's got Duvernay. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. A short game, down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he will score! Game on! Kenneth Walker, touchdown Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Slot receiver, headed right. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 19, they motion a receiver right. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
His throw left side is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Back to the air one more time. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. It's a gain of 28. They convert on third down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. He'll get this out wide, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seattle. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On second down, it's Williams. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
There's that man again. Another catch. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. They'll look to throw here on first down. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Back to the air once more on second down. He's got room to roam. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Extra point now by Ryland. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Again, working deep downfield.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He's going to try it here again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Here we go, shot.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On the set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Washington.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
Let's go. Go street. 60 backward. 60 backward. 18 backward. 18 backward. Go.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They were able to handle the elements. They're going to wind up victorious here in the snow. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Send me sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. How you picking no flowers from the seeds that I'm sown? They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. That the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R and us, the bar is raised. If you